Good afternoon, all. Am I audible to you all? Hello. All right. I have also shared my screen. Is it visible? All right. Thank you, Professor Bakadi, and all the team who have made this effort. I'm fortunate to join and talk on water conservation, the need of the hour. Introduction. Before I could talk about the introduction, before I could read the introduction, few important points I would like to share because I know the time constraint. I'm sure you might be having it. So, few of the important points. Why do we need to conserve water, and how we need to consume water, and what is this all water, and water? Why we are talking about it? Now, on one hand, we are seeing now in the news last 1 week that on one hand there is so much of forest fires and wildfires going on, and on the other hand there is so much of water which is coming in terms by way of rain. So why do we need now why do we really need to conserve the water? It is very important, need of the hour, and we need to answer that. Now, water conservation has become need of the day. Not just it's not that a century or a year, but it has become a day, need of the day, because each and every person has to get involved into that. That is very much essential and important. The idea of groundwater recharge, this groundwater recharge by harvesting rainwater and then making the pits. So this has become like now everybody is talking about it. Even the government have brought so much of policies. Tamil Nadu government have brought up the policies, and then they have also implemented that. But yet we are not seeing the change in the groundwater. Reason is very simple, that it is every individual has to get involved into that. Not that we are trying to say that, and then not just when we talk about conserving the rainwater, but then instead of that, it need to be there with all the people, individuals. That means even the day-to-day use of water which we are doing it, we need to conserve that. And then how we are going to conserve that? A very good example which I would like to tell it now at this point. I have gone through some material and also the videos. In Japan, what they do is all that wash basin which is there when they wash their face, and then all that normal water other than sewer water, all other water, it is getting accumulated, and then it is getting into that flush tank, and then from there they are using it for the flush. So that means they are really consuming, or they are really conserving and consuming water. So that is what is needed now. Now why we need to do this is very important now. Very big question which is there. Maybe next slides when it comes I will be able to tell it across. A few of the write-ups on what form water is there. That means water is there in all the three forms: solid, liquid, and gas forms. So these things, I'm sure all the students are there and they are aware of the things. So I will not read it just for the sake of the students and for the other participants to understand. I put this slide. Nevertheless, you go for the next slide. Now see, water everywhere. This is very important. This is a thing which we all need to understand. Now, water exists in almost all substances you eat or drink. Milk, 90% of the milk is with water. Bread, 30%. Meat with 75%. Egg with 73%. Cucumber, 95%. Lettuce, 95%. Tomatoes, 95%. Potatoes, 75%. So we name it and then we find that water. It's there everywhere. So in each and everything. Not enough water. This is very important. Now, on one hand, we find that water is everywhere. There is so much of this water which is coming, and in terms of flooding which is taking place. On the other hand, we find even the droughts which is taking place. So, according to World Health Organization, 1.8 million children die every year, either from lack of water or from the diseases they get from not to pure drinking water. That means I was also told that. Now, there is also one more important data which I would like to tell you now. Newborn baby is with 80% water. So that means see how the importance of water is. And now when we see this slide, when you're saying about this not enough water on the drought one, a lady carrying 2-3 tumbles and a baby, and then they're walking in the dry land. So that means 1.8 million children die, and then they die just because they don't get a proper water, they don't get the water at all. And then 5,000, that means when we try to calculate that, 5,000 children die every day. So is it not a big question mark which each and every person in this world has to answer? Now this slide will make it more clear where all the water is there. There is very less water, we talk about that, although 70% of this is very important. 70 to 70% of the land of this planet Earth is with water, but then yet we say pani pani. एक बूंद मेरी प्यास है, सारी समंदर पास है. That's what it is there. So that means that एक बूंद पानी क्या चाहिए हमको? We want a fresh, clean water where we can drink, which we can drink it. Now, when we take out the 72% of the ocean water on the land, when we say it is, as the earlier presenter was talking about, 2 to 3% water is available. And then how are we using that 3% of water is very important. It is this is another statistic which I got it. It is just 0.025% of Earth's total mass that water is there. That is 25 upon 100 million of the surface of the Earth, stuff of the Earth. That's really a crux which we need to understand. Now, see the waste, how we are wasting it. Now, I was just giving an example. Now, the normal toilet uses 6 to 8 liters of water each time when we use it. And then for flush, when we use it daily, if we use it for 5 times, so 30 to 40 liters of water the individual person is using it. So if we calculate it with the number of people who are using that flush, how much of water is getting wasted, that we can understand. Now, similarly, normal humans 3 to 4 liters water, they use it for brushing it. So these waters 30 liters plus another 3 to 5 liters, so 35 liters individual person 5 times. If they put that water into the flush tanks and those flush it is used, then we will be able to consume the water. Now, how water is helping us? Do we know microwave even that microwave oven which we use it? In that also, whatever food we put it, the water is already there. It's only that micro organs which are there, they heat it up, and then that's the way we get our food heated up. So even in popcorn, 14%, it's in the kennel itself, water is there. So wherever we try to see, water is present. Now, why it's important to conserve water? This is very important now. Now, if you could see this slide, it is just a kind of cartoon type of thing which I put it across. So for plants to survive, we need water. For business purposes, we need water. For environment protection, to protect flora and fauna, we need water. For recreation purpose, for whatever we talk about it in this, we need water. Now, conservation, the great untapped water supply. Now, this is very important. Now, in this point, I will also give an example. Earlier also, I want to talk about one very good example which now see, Muslims goes for prayers for 5 times. When they go for prayers for 5 times, it was an example which was given in Hyderabad for conserving the water. Hyderabad Water Works person itself, a general manager over there, he understood the importance of the water because they give the water to Hyderabad Metro Water Supply and Sewer Board. So he gave a very good example over there itself, but then it did not really propagate to the society. He said that people, when they use for ablution 5 times when they go for mass, in each mass, and he calculated for Hyderabad, he said that there are around 10,000 mosques in Hyderabad. On an average, if 100 people goes for a mass for 5 times, that means that 500 times that water is going. So 5 liters of water to 8 liters of water for each person, for if they do ablution, it takes. So what he said is that water, instead of just making it run and go into the sewer or in a drain, if we could put that and put it into the ground, then groundwater will get recharged. When the groundwater will get recharged, automatically all the pesticides, all the chemicals which are there in the ground, that will get recharged. Now, men's water requirement. This is very important. Water is needed in almost all human activity, maybe irrigation, power generation, industries, domestic requirements, livestock management. Now, this is one example where we need in industries, where we need in power generations, we need water. Now, in public supply, domestic irrigation, thermal power, aquaculture, livestock, mining, industry, we name it, and then we need water. Now, method of water conservation now. That means how we are going to do really that part. This is very important now. It can be a static, household appliances, irrigation, industries, hospitals, food processing, cooling towers, agriculture, and then saving forests. Now, if you see on my very first slide, I said if we have blue, then we can become green. So that is very important. Next. Rainwater harvesting. Now, what is this rainwater harvesting I was talking about? So I will just talk about that. But then we need to move ahead of this. In urban areas, the construction of house, footpaths and roads has left little exposed earth for water to soak in. part of rural areas in India. That means now this is we are trying to connect it urban and rural. So it is suburb areas. Now what we see is in most of the places we see all the concrete jungle. Even on the roads where there used to be a small, at least an opening, and then the water used to get seepage inside the groundwater, but it's not happening so. Now see, if you see this rainwater harvesting, a structure how we can really harvest or nourish the water or enrich the water and how it can be reused. It is one very good example which is there. Now this thing, rainwater harvesting, it was in Tamil Nadu where the government made it mandatory and it really worked out there. Where to look for water saving? Most water conservation measures fall in to 4 broad areas like domestic plumbing fixing. That's very important. We make a mistake, plumbers make a mistake and then we ignore it. There we really, water is leaking it out. So we really need to take care of that. Then cooling and heating, there we need the water and then we really need to take care of that. In landscape irrigation, when we talk about it, we waste water. So we need to be really properly planned. Processing of metallics, there in industries, it also takes a very essential part. And then we need to really have a plan for that, how we are going to do that. Now, areas water saving, this is very important. Reducing losses, fixing leakage pipes, that is very important. You need to really do that. Reducing use, ultra low flush toilets, that's very important. If we could really take care of that. Reuse water that is currently being discharged. So I just told an example also that if we could really use that water which we use for our face wash and for other local purposes other than sewer purposes, if we could really use that water and reuse that water, that really brings a change and then we can really conserve the water. Now this is one small slide in water conservation for agriculture, how we are going to do that. But this is very important, and if you could see that there are so many check dams coming on the way. So what it does is wherever there are small check dams and the medium level and large level check dams, when they come up, it really brings out very good agriculture and also it makes a recharge of the ground aquifers. You can see that very well in northeastern states. It is available. Now, conservation of water in an agriculture sector is essential since water is necessary for growth of plants and crops. A depleted water table and a rise in salinity due to overuse of chemical fertilizers and pesticides has made matters serious. Various methods of water harvesting and recharge have been being applied all over the world to tackle the problem. In many areas where rainfall is low and water is scarce, the local people have used simple techniques that are suitable to that region so that they can meet the demand of the water. These includes construction of tanks or dams, etc., check dams, by building or by excavating the ground and collecting rainwater. At the end, the monsoon season, water from these structures was used to cultivate crops. Now, link water conservation to protect future supply. This is very important. We need to have a proper linkage. Expand green spaces. This is very important. If you could really expand green spaces. Now, we are most of the places that we see, according to United Nations, 32% of the land should be with green, but we hardly find it's only 18% of the land which is green. Similarly, allocate water to sustain or restore areas. This is very important. Now in Canada, I have seen it. They have neighborhood, as we talk about neighborhood schools or neighborhood hospitals. They have also neighborhood water bodies. Also, this will help in developing urban biodiversity. Because it's urban becoming a concrete jungle, it really needs water conservation. And now, earlier presenter was also talking about it that in that Belagavi or in other places, 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet, people are digging for borewell. Same thing is happening in there is no other city which is left out. Same thing is happening in Hyderabad also. 1,000 feet, 1,200 feet, 1,500 feet, people are digging for getting the water. Use water efficiency. This is very important. This is very important. Improvement of underground storage capacity. This is very important. How we are going to improve that? So when we do all these techniques, direct to water, underground, water table, bore wells, all these things, when we have that recharge structures and we do that, or then collection of water deposits over rooftops. This is also very important, which I have seen it in northeastern countries, they are doing it, and also in Germany they are doing this kind of things. Now, at the conclusion, I am so glad that you have been able to learn a little bit. I'm sure at least a little bit all these participants have been able to learn about how we can become helping hand in conservation of water. Taking care of plant is a big responsibility. We have only scratched the surface of water. So we really need to conserve the surface of the water, and we really need to do that. Now, in this exercise, I would also tell two of the important schemes which a state government of my state government, Telangana government, has done it. They have started a scheme, Mission Kakatiya, and also Mission Bhagiratha. This has really brought out a change in the agriculture scenario of this region, and also for the groundwater recharge. It is really getting up. And very good work which has been taken up by the government. Taking care of plants, not only with water, but with air, land, and energy, waste, and other things also, we really need to take care of that. I encourage all of us, I will not say you, but it is me and you, all of us, to try and find out the ways we can help our communities to become active in conservation, because we really need to look for conservation of it. Now with this, I stop my talk. Thank you. If there is anything which we, just before that, I would like to read one important thing. Water conservation is a key link between balancing current and future water needs. This is very important. We need to have a balance of current and future needs. And then also, as a geographer, I would also say that one important point. It is that Earth is entrusted to us for future generations. So we really need to take care of that. We are not the owner of that. We are a custodian, and it is only in us as a custody. So it is entrusted to us. We really need to take care of that. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, Bakade sir, for giving me this opportunity and to interact and to present my views on water conservation, need of the hour.